You ever just sit there and worry? I mean, really worry? Like your chest feels tight. Your thoughts keep circling the same thing, over and over. We've all been there, and sometimes it feels like no one is listening, not even God. But here's something different. Psalm 46, it's short, only 11 verses. But man, it's powerful. This psalm reminds us, God isn't just out there somewhere. He's right here, with us, right now. And when life feels like it's falling apart, He's still standing strong, still present, still in control. Today, we're diving deep into Psalm 46 and exploring how we can transform our worries into faith and why that shift can literally change everything. Introduction. Let's start with what this psalm is all about. Psalm 46 is a bold declaration. It's not soft or uncertain. It says clearly, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. It's about God's present, His power, and the peace that comes when we stop fighting and start trusting. The world? It's noisy, chaotic, unpredictable. But this psalm tells us there's peace to be found, not out there, but in Him. And let's be honest, we try to find peace in all kinds of places, right? In routines, in people, in money, even in distractions, Netflix, scrolling endlessly, overworking ourselves just to stay busy. But none of that lasts. It's like drinking salt water. It never satisfies. This psalm, it offers something real, something lasting. The key to unlocking that peace? Stillness, trust. Two things we try to avoid, because stillness feels like doing nothing, but it's not. It's doing the most important thing: letting go. Understanding Psalm 46. So let us understand the context of this psalm. It's believed that Psalm 46 was written during the reign of King Hezekiah, a good king who ruled over Judah. Here's what went down. In 2 Kings chapters 18 and 19, the massive Assyrian army camped out to get some rest before taking Jerusalem. We're talking over 185,000 soldiers, brutal, unstoppable. They wanted to conquer the city. People were terrified. The odds were against them. But Hezekiah? He didn't freak out. He didn't start making escape plans. Instead, he went to the temple, took the enemy's threatening letter, laid it out before God, and he prayed. Simple, honest, desperate prayer. And God answered. Big time. An angel of the Lord struck down 185,000 Assyrian soldiers overnight, without the Israelites lifting a single sword. They didn't have to fight, because God fought for them. And this psalm, it came from that miracle, from that moment of rescue. It's not just poetry, it's history. God's unwavering presence. Let us go back to verse 1 again. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Not used to be, not might be, as we say we believe God's with us. But honestly, we struggle. In the middle of job loss, breakups, medical scares, financial pressure, it feels like we're on our own, but we're not. God's presence isn't just some invisible comfort. It shows up in real ways. Think about the single mom who didn't know how she'd pay rent, and then an unexpected refund check arrived. The man who was denied health care over and over, and a doctor finally said, "We'll figure this out. Don't worry about the money." The activist fighting for fair representation and laws actually changed. These aren't coincidences. They're moments where God showed up. And most times, God's presence doesn't even look like what we expect. Maybe it's a friend calling you out of nowhere, or a song that hits you right in the heart, or just a deep breath you didn't know you needed. That's Him, still working, still near. He's not just near, He's with us, moving, working, loving, right in the middle of the storm. Protection in times of trouble. Verse 1 says it again. He's a refuge, a strength, a help in trouble. God isn't only our comforter, He's also our protector. When Hezekiah prayed in 2 Kings 19, he didn't beg, he just trusted. He acknowledged who God was. He said, "You alone are God. You made heaven and earth. Please save us." And God did. No swords, no violence, just divine power. That's not just a story, it's a reminder. When you're in trouble, don't panic. Pray. When fear creeps in, remember His sovereignty. God is not surprised by what you're facing, and He's never too late. But here's the catch. Sometimes He protects in ways we don't understand right away. Maybe the job didn't come through. The relationship ended. You got denied. But later on, you realize it was protection. Closed doors that felt like rejection were actually redirection. You can seek His protection in your life by starting your day with a 2-minute prayer. Declaring His promises out loud when fear creeps in, choosing faith when your mind wants to spiral. He's already fighting battles you don't even see. Provision in our needs. Let's be real. Sometimes it's not danger that scares us. It's lack. Lack of money, of direction, of hope, of healing. We wonder, will God provide? Short answer, yes. He always has. He fed His people in the wilderness. He multiplied a little boy's lunch into a feast for thousands. He made oil last for a widow. He raised the dead. Provision isn't just about cash or stuff. It's about care. He knows your needs before you even speak them. Modern-day provision happens too. The family who couldn't afford groceries, but a church group knocked on the door with 3 full bags. The college student who got denied everywhere, and then out of nowhere, full scholarship. The business owner who lost everything, but ended up starting something even better. And sometimes, provision looks like peace of mind, like clarity, like the strength to keep going when you're down to nothing. He provides rest for your weary soul. He provides people who hold you up when you can't do it alone. God doesn't forget His people. And His timing? Not always ours, but always perfect. Finding peace amidst chaos. Though the earth give way, the mountains fall into the sea. That's how Psalm 46 describes chaos. Sounds dramatic, but honestly, feels like life sometimes. Everything around us shakes. But here's the twist. Verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still. In a world that says hustle, move faster, do more, God says stop, sit, no. Stillness isn't laziness. It's trust in motion. It's saying, God, I don't have the answers, but I know you do. Want to find peace? Turn off the news for a bit. Spend 5 minutes alone, without your phone. Breathe in His promises. Breathe out the fear. Peace isn't the absence of chaos. It's presence in the chaos. His presence. Transforming worries into trust. Worry and faith? They're opposites. You can't hold both tightly at the same time. Worry is you trying to control everything. Faith is letting go. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie, but it's possible. Here's how you do it. Be still, literally. Sit. No noise. Just be. Know who God is. Not just the name, but the nature. He's mighty, good, faithful. Stop staring at the problem, take your eyes off the fear and fix them on Him. Listen for His lead through scripture, prayer, even wise people around you. Walk in confidence, not because of your power, but His. It's a practice, a rhythm, something we do day by day. Not perfectly, but intentionally. Every time you choose trust over worry, you're rewiring your spirit. You're training your soul to lean on the one who never fails. He doesn't ask you to ignore the problem. He asks you to trust that He's bigger than it. When you do that, worry fades, peace settles in. So let's recap. Psalm 46. God is our refuge. His presence is real, constant, unmovable. God protects us when life feels unsafe. God provides when resources run low. He is a peacemaker in the middle of total chaos. Stillness, not weakness. It's a bold act of trust. So maybe today, instead of stressing more, you can stop. Take a breath. Be still. Let God do what only He can do. Be still and know that I am God. You are not alone. You never were. If this message spoke to you, go ahead and like the video. Share it with someone who might be feeling overwhelmed. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more videos that connect truth with real life. Leave a comment. How has God shown up in your life recently? Until next time, stay still, stay strong, and let your worry become faith.